Yo, what's going on? This is your boy Divine Thought, here to tell you what it is, what it ain't, and what it look like. Alright? Check this out. You looking at that scoreboard right now, that little picture right now, right? That's that 24-10. I'm sorry I wasn't able to drop a video. You know, this has been hectic, been a heck of a week. But yeah, 24-10. Now, first of all, great win. We were able to come out there and dominate both line of scrimmages. We were able to stymie Big Ben, which, you know, Big Ben is not the same Big Ben as we've known. Yes, the Steelers had some injuries, but I'm going to hit on that a little bit later. So what it is, we're 2-1. We 2-1, baby. Yep. And, you know, people had us losing this game. Even though the Steelers had all these injuries, people still had us losing this game. Joe Burrow, I was so glad to see Joe Burrow running around, being mobile, right? Because that's the one thing that we were, you know, really questioning. You know, like, man, when will he feel comfortable to the point where he can start moving around again? Now, we don't want to see him moving around like that, obviously. But it adds a different dimension to our offense. Also, shots out to the rookies. Yes, sir. The rookies. All right. First of all, y'all know I'm a huge fan of Cam Sample, right? Cam Sample has been flashing all season so far. You know, he's been close on several occasions of making the sack or getting the tackle, you know, that'll stop a run or whatnot. And he got his first sack. So congratulations to Cameron Sample. Also, shouts out to our kicker, who I believe may end up being one of the best kickers in the league. I was a little salty a little bit at first for drafting the kicker in the 5th round, but Evan McPherson is making me eat that crow with some extra barbecue sauce on it. You know what I mean? Again, man, Jackson Carman, bro. When I did my breakdown on Jackson Carman, y'all know I compared him to Bobby Williams, right? And he showed big time promise this past week. You know, I think that the more that he's developing, the better off our whole offensive line situation will be. We still need to get Hopkins up to speed, because Hopkins hasn't been too great so far this season. I'm trying to, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, he's coming from an ACL tear, you know, injury. So we're just hoping that he can start to round into shape. The offensive line I was impressed with. Yes, the Steelers was without TJ Watt. I get it. Yes, they didn't have Aloha, whatever, however you pronounce his name, Tyson. They didn't have him. Yes, I understand that. But they did have Ingram. They still had Ironhead's son, you know, Mr. Hayward. They still have some pieces out there that can get pressure. Our offensive lineman completely stymied them. And one thing that I absolutely love, 19 pass snaps for Jackson Carman. No pressures, no sacks, no quarterback hits given up by Jackson Carman. He showed that he is a big athletic, powerful dude, because he showed his chops when he was run blocking, you know, able to push that pocket. You know what I mean? Not hit dudes on the second level. Push dudes out of the pocket, I should say. And, you know, he's shown promise. He's absolutely has shown promise. And I believe that he's just going to continuously get better. And, you know, of course, the last rookie I have to bring up. Well, no, before I get to that last rookie, Chris Evans. Glad to see him giving you some burn. Man. Chris Evans, I think he is going to be a huge part of what we do going forward. I think Chris Evans offers a bit of versatility that we haven't had, you know, so far this season. You know, we miss him. We really do miss Giovanni Bernard. I was about to say Bernard Scott, but we definitely missing Giovanni Bernard. And his pass blocking skills out of the backfield. And plus his ability to catch. Joe Mixon has been beasting beasting this year. But P. Ryan, not so much, you know. And it'll be good to see Chris Evans come in and take some of those P. Ryan snaps, you know, due to his versatility as a receiver and the speed and quickness and agility that he has. It brings a different dynamic to the offense. And, of course, our man, Mr. I can't catch, Mr. Oh, the ball don't have stripes on them, they say. All this stuff, right? Oh, Mr. I'm a bust because in the preseason I dropped 5 passes. I'm a bust. Jamar Chase, Mr. NFL Player of the Week. I believe it's going to be twice, if it hasn't already been announced. Mr. 4 touchdowns in 3 games. Mr. the youngest receiver to score 4 touchdowns in their first 3 games since Randy Moss. Mr. I caught the ball, the deep ball against the Steelers, and most people would have dropped the ball because it wasn't a clean catch. I caught it with the bottom part of my hand on the top part of the football. Come on, y'all. Jamar Chase, shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you. Joe Burrow, still doing your thing, baby. Now, I love to see it. You know, the pick that you had thrown, it was a little high. And it bounced off of Tyler Boyd's hands. No disrespect to Joe or to Tyler, because Tyler, your hands touch it, you should be able to bring it in. But that was pretty much the only mistake that I seen with him. Now, what it ain't, we need Eli Apple to not be terrible, because he is not that great. We need Eli Apple to not be terrible. With injuries to Awuzie in tonight's game against the Jags, I seriously feel like we need Trey Waynes is playing tonight, finally making his debut as a Bengal. We need Trey Waynes to step in and prove he's worth the contract that we gave him. And I don't know what Lou fascination is with Eli Apple. Me personally, I would put Phillips over him. So we just need Eli not to be terrible. We also will be without Bates. Without Jesse Bates. We already without Ricardo Allen. So we called up Travion Henderson from the practice squad. So he'll be backing up. His name's slipping my mind, but he's also our punt returner. He'll be backing him up. And hopefully this time we can, it won't be that big of a drop off, because I believe that, Trevor Lawrence has had a bad season so far, but he's coming in against a beat up secondary. But I do believe our defensive line will be able to put pressure on him. I hopefully Lou would blitz ADG more, because I would love to see Gaithers get in there, because that was a strength of his coming out of college, was pass rushing. I would love to see, him use Hilton more on a blitz a few times, so we can, rush him and confuse him. Fake some blitz packages, some all-out blitz, and drop several people. The person that we really have to keep an eye on tonight, is that Robinson, that running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We really got to keep an eye on him tonight, because he by himself can kill us. And we have experience with Mr. Robinson. He ate us up his rookie year. So, yeah. What it look like? All right, what it look like? Check this out. Offense of Rookie of the Month from my main man, in my Ahmad Rashad voice, from my main man, Jamar Chase. What it look like is we got a stud on our hands. what it is. We got a stud on our hands. What it look like, we got a future all NFL wide receiver on our hands. We won't have T. Higgins for the second week in a row, or second game in a row. Hopefully after this 10-day rest, after this game, that he will be able to, he'll be able to play the next game. But it looks like, I believe that we're going to win this game. I believe it's going to be closer than what a lot of us anticipate. I believe that we will have another explosive big play down the field with Jamar Chase. I believe it's going to be earlier in the game more so than later, because what we have been doing, we've been running the ball a lot and then we try to hit Chase late. I think we're going to switch it up tonight due to the fact that we're on primetime television. All right, now let's get to this right here, because I've seen a lot of pundits and a lot of people on Twitter and a lot of people on Facebook and on Instagram, all ESPN and Fox and NFL Network, all the Steelers was beat up. Oh, they didn't have TJ Watt. Oh, they didn't have Johnson. Oh, Mr. Corvette got hurt in the game. Woo, Ben don't look great. Oh, they also didn't have Tyson. They also got a young offensive line. And blah, 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 blah. I didn't hear none of these excuses last year, when we had several street free agents playing on the offensive line, the defensive line, and in our secondary last year. And we didn't have Joe Burrow. But guess what? We didn't even have our starting tight end. But guess what? We still came in there and beat the Steelers on Monday night. I didn't hear no excuses then. I didn't hear them say, oh, well, the Bengals was beat up and they didn't have, but they still prevailed. We didn't hear none of that. All we heard was, oh, this is a disappointing loss by the Steelers. Oh, the Steelers this, the Steelers. All I'm asking is that y'all give us the same love and respect. This is your boy Divine Thought, telling you what it is, what it ain't, and what it look like. Who Dey Vison. Banging out.